The mission of the Kansas Children's Discovery Center is to enhance the lives of children and enrich the communities we serve. We are Topeka's local nonprofit children's museum that provides hands-on, engaging, STEAM-based play experiences for all children and families in the Topeka and surrounding areas, as well as tourists and anyone who's visiting. This grant from the Women's Fund will provide food for our Play Free program, an all-day event that provides hands-on play and education experiences for children with an incarcerated mother or grandmother at the Topeka Correctional Facility. Play Free provides a supportive and normalizing environment for these children impacted by incarceration. It brings them together with their mothers and grandmothers outside of the prison walls for a day of fun and bonding. This grant, providing nourishing and healthy meals for these families, will fuel their play and their connection, strengthening their family bond and creating lasting memories.
Topeka Habitat for Humanity is an affordable housing provider that seeks to build homes, hope, and community. Topeka Habitat for Humanity is driven by the vision that everyone deserves a safe, decent, and affordable place to live. We are so excited to be receiving this grant from the Women's Fund. We will be reviving our Voices of Women program, which is a home maintenance and education curriculum just for women. Voices of Women is really about empowering women and teaching skills so that they can empower the community. Now it's more important than ever for women to receive equitable skills and education. This is the time for women to lean into one another, to inspire one another, to learn from one another, and to grow community together. Without the funding from the Women's Fund, we would not be able to provide this program. This program is so important to our community and will help us achieve our goals of more women becoming homeowners and more women retaining their home ownership in our community. When women build wealth together, we are a stronger community.
At the Bridge, we believe every kid needs 5 adult fans. Life is hard, and we all just need a rooting section, and we love to come alongside kids and see them as the hero of their own story and help them become the best version of themselves. We're looking at this grant in terms of 4 things: hands in the dirt, cooks in the kitchen, entrepreneurs at the market, and families at the table. Hands in the dirt, kids are just going to get into the dirt at the farm and learn to love work. Entrepreneurs at the market, kids are going to take the food. We're going to raise 1,000 pounds of vegetables and then sell them at the market. And then cooks in the kitchen, the kids will learn recipes and cook in the kitchen with their mentors and all the blessings that come with that. And then finally, they're going to take meals home to cook for their families and their friends.
Girls on the Run is a nonprofit organization. We cover 10 counties across the state of Kansas, and we are truly here to empower girls to reach their limitless potential from 3rd grade all the way through 8th grade. And through running as our tool, we want them to know that the finish line is just the beginning. And so by giving them that tangible sense of accomplishment by running a 5K and crossing that finish line, they start the season not knowing that they can, and by crossing that finish line, they are given that opportunity to see, you know what, I can do something hard. And so hopefully that will transcend into other decisions that they make in their lives, into other things that they may not think that they can do, and so they can set some goals and accomplish them. This grant would help support 3 really unique communities here in Topeka. And so the Avondale Alternative School, girls from that program, also the Virtual Academy, and Eisenhower Middle would have the opportunity to come together, have an in-person engagement opportunity to connect, to grow, to make friends, to really learn, to build that toolbox that they need to be successful.
Our agency organization is an advocacy agency for Oxford houses in the entire state of Kansas. One of our biggest places that we advocate for is in Topeka, Kansas. And Oxford House is a sober living house where individuals who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction can go for a safe place. So we provide resources for if people need case management or peer support or outpatient services. We've got connections through the entire city of Topeka and the entire state that we can help those individuals get those resources that they need. This grant from the Women's Fund is going to significantly help us in opening a women's house or a women's with children's house. And this will be able to provide anywhere from 6 to 12 women find safe, sober living. If it is a women's with children's house, their children are welcome to come with them and live with them in that house so that they can continue their sobriety journey and build that foundation that they need to be able to have a successful life after their addiction. This impact is going to be huge for us to be able to open that house for those women. So, we're going to be able to provide, a house for an additional 6 to 12 women to be able to have a safe place in a good neighborhood to be able to, continue their sobriety and help them succeed and, like I said, build that foundation for them to continue on with their lives and putting back into the society and community that they weren't previously when they were in their active addiction.
For our organization, we really want to hone in on women's health and equity. Period poverty is such a big problem in the United States. Almost 1/3 of girls and women can't afford period products, and they're not covered by WIC, which is a subsidy for food and other things that you might purchase at the store. Well, that's a really big gap, and that affects women heavily. Sometimes they can't go to school, they can't go to work. So this is an area that is really important to our organization and a project that we would like to expand in the long term. The Women's Fund grant will help us purchase feminine products, so pads, tampons, panty liners, and anything else that a woman might need or a girl might need during her cycle. So once we have those things purchased, we can put those packs together and donate them to organizations that are in need.
The Library Foundation is a nonprofit organization whose sole purpose is to raise funds to support the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Libraries programs and services. My mission is the library's mission, and that mission is sparking curiosity and connection with community through literacy and learning. So the impact of this grant for us is multifaceted. It helps our staff. My school-age team is learning and becoming comfortable with STEM programming. Last year, we offered to them the ability to take a couple of trainings. Those two experiences helped give us a baseline foundation from which we could start to operate. So it's not just a one and done learning opportunity. These are opportunities that now, since we're past that startup cost, the library can continue to fund the replacement cost of items and continue not just to reach this initial group, but groups ongoing. And we wouldn't be able to do it without the Women's Fund grant.